My name is Carrie and welcome to the Makeup Madhouse family. I am so glad that you guys are here for another makeup challenge. Last challenge was a little bit rough and I'm gonna keep working on my precision looks, but I wanted to share what you guys came up with. Fabulous, fabulous job. I am so glad that you guys are joining in on the challenge with me. It makes me so happy when I get to see your work. Moving on to today's challenge, we are doing big cats. That can be a tiger, jaguar, leopard, cheetah. A part of this is doing an illusion look because we want to fully transform into a big cat. Is this a leopard? I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing a leopard today. Same thing as last time. When you guys do your big cat makeups, make sure you send them to me or tag me or email them to me and I will be sure to include them in the next video and feature all of you. I'm really excited for this one. It should be a lot of fun, so let's get right to it. The first thing that I am so excited about today is that I switched my chair. No more squeaky chair interrupting me while I talk. First thing you want to do before you even start your makeup is to get a reference image that is going to work for your look. You want to choose your image and try and replicate it as much as possible. Now, I am not going to be able to show every step today. I think I'm going to do most of the eyes off camera because they do take a little bit of work. But I'll do a lot more of the fur and everything else on here with you guys. I keep putting my arms up. I'm feeling some energy today. This is so much better than last challenge already because I'm in the right mood. I'm so excited. And I have Dunkin'. When you're working on something symmetrical, it's good to bounce back and forth between both sides so you can try and keep it even the whole time. Now I'm using this MAC Liquid Last 24-Hour Waterproof Liner because it is one of the blackest black eyeliners that you can have. You want to be very sparingly with it and only put it in the places that need the darkest black. Also for this challenge, if you guys do not want to paint on the eyes, that's totally okay. If you want to do a big cat and use your own eyes for it, that's totally fine too, no pressure on that. Make sure you look at your reference image when you are applying your highlights onto the eyes. This is going to make it look really realistic by having the light hitting in the right way. I took a class from Mimi Choi on animal illusions. So that is how I learned the steps to do like the cat eyes. They look cool. But yes, so all the steps for the eyes I learned from Mimi Choi in one of her master classes. I am quite happy with how the eyes look. One of the best things you guys can do for yourself for painting on your eyelids is to use the Danessa Myricks Color Fix. They will hold up for a very, very long time. Next, I'm going to start mapping out the facial features so that I know that the placement will be right before I start doing all the fur. When you guys are doing your big cat makeup, I want you to have your reference photo in front of you the whole time. I'm hoping my proportions end up being okay. I have the nose down here and then I'm gonna start making the mouth. Yeah. So I asked you guys on Snapchat to give me any questions or topics to talk about, and Alicia asked, how do I handle negative comments? Now luckily I have not been someone to receive a ton of negative comments, but I definitely do get them. First, I try not to take it too personally. You can tell the difference between people who are just trolling to be mean and who have nothing better to do. So those are really easy to just discard and not let affect you. Now there's a big difference between constructive criticism and just negativity. If it is something that's just mean, I block them. I get rid of you, sorry, bye, I don't need you. But I always welcome constructive criticism and things that are going to help me benefit overall and learn what I could have done better. I'm gonna do a full base on all of the area that's gonna be fur before I do any shading. I like this next question from Sanaya. She asked about pet peeves. I don't even know if I could call this a pet peeve because it's something I literally cannot control. Or like I try my best to control it, but God, I can only do so much. And if any of you guys have heard of this before, definitely comment down below if you've heard about misophonia. Real quick, I am using the light brown Mehron Paradise paint mixed with the I think it's called Mango. Also, don't worry about your eyebrow hairs because you can blend fur of the cat into your eyebrows. So you don't need to cover up your brows for this. So the definition of misophonia is a strong reaction to specific sounds like dripping water, chewing gum, repetitive noises. This is something that we discovered that I have, and some of the sounds make me like very angry. When I hear like the newspaper crumpling, nail clipping drives me insane. Loud chewing is probably the worst, and also utensils. The most frustrating thing about it was that I did not know why these things made me angry for the longest time, and I just thought it was irrational and it didn't make sense. So if you guys have any experiences related to misophonia, I would love to hear about it. I went ahead and added a little bit of white here, and we're gonna do some more shading and colors and then start adding on the fur neck. I added some pink Mehron Paradise paint on the nose. I want to start blacking out around the outside. I do think I want to take these pictures with a black backdrop just to give the most illusion effect. I'm going in with some eyeshadow, and I'm looking at the dark places where we're gonna have darker fur. I'm using the James Charles Morphe palette. You guys know I use this all the time. Gosh, I feel like most makeup artists think about it ahead of time. I don't think about it ahead of time, but I'm gonna have to add the ears on at the top. When I'm all done with the makeup, I'll probably grab some construction paper and hopefully be able to glue it on at the end. Kara asked, what are my favorites on Netflix right now? I just finished Bridgerton. I'm sure some of you guys saw my TikToks and the look that I did for Bridgerton. It was so much fun to do. I thrifted that dress years ago for a different photo shoot and have used it a couple times since then. My friend Portia convinced me to do a Bridgerton TikTok with it. So thank you, Portia, for that. The colors I'm primarily going to be working with are white, light brown, brown, that mango-y color, and a touch of black. You will want a good detail brush for this, starting around the eyes. And this is where we need lots of patience. This makes it look like the fur, so you want the individual hair. Before I go in with more highlights, I am going to start mapping out all these spots. We'll mimic it on this side. And notice on your picture the direction that the hair is growing, like it's all growing upward. On my, there's some darker fur there. Same thing here. I don't have a romantic life. Everyone's dying. So I keep on trying to make them proud before they're gone. We had our fur going up and in, and now under the eyes it's coming out. So I'm gonna start working on these spots here. I am using the black eyeshadow in the James Charles palette. Going in. Next up here, I'm changing the shape of my nostril with the black eyeshadow. Make sure you clean your eyeshadow, just wipe off the top of it and everything after going this close in your nose, because you don't wanna have the eyeshadow go from your nose to your eye and then weird things can happen. I just had a snack break and it broke my flow, but I need to figure out, oh, I left off on the nose. I'm gonna keep going. Going in with some warmer eyeshadows. I'm taking my thinnest brush and going in with black, dark brown, and the light brown, and these hairs look like they all start to go inward. Just gonna keep making my way down and around here. Going in with some white-ish paint. I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna speed this up in a time lapse. There we go. Hey, it's looking cute. Okay, I'm going in with some white Mehron Paradise paints and a very thin craft brush. I'm gonna start on these hairs. Oh, this is gonna look so nice with all these highlights. Make sure you guys are layering and layering this fur on, and it's worth taking the time to do the little brush strokes, and you're really gonna see the texture. I'm I'm really happy with how it's looking. I made a side-by-side so that I can compare and see where I need to add more. So this is just what I made real quick on my phone, and now I can see what spots that I need to keep working on. The ways that I steady myself when I'm working on detail is I use one hand, and sometimes I place it on my face, and I will stabilize myself here. We are almost done. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What's next? We're gonna do like the little whisker things, which I need to be very careful with because I don't wanna like have any clumps or any weird things. Whew, that is pretty much it. Okay, I'm gonna paint the rest black and get my black backdrop set up, do some final detail, touch up the eyes a little bit more, and then I'm done. That is a freaking wrap, you guys. I hope you love how this makeup turned out. I had so much fun doing it, and I hope you guys join me on this challenge. If you do decide to paint yourself as a big cat, make sure you send it to me, tag me. I will feature you in the next makeup challenge. And drum roll, if you want to get a head start on that, the theme is cut crease. So we will be doing a small makeup again. It is going to be an eye makeup cut crease. I cannot wait to see what big cat makeups you guys do with me. I have to take my picture and video with my black backdrop, which is just a black bedsheet. But also make sure you guys are following on all social media so you are as much of a part of the Makeup Madhouse family as you possibly can be. One thing. So I ended up getting this done in about 4 hours. Oh, I added the ears on also at the end. They're not perfect, but I just wanted to make sure the whole makeup was complete. But yeah, a little less than 4 hours for this look. I think that is all. Enjoy some clips of this makeup with the black backdrop. Until next time.